Dr. Thomas Vaccaro.
Hey class, it is my honor to speak to a group I love so dearly. But really, my speech only needs to be 3 words. We are done. But these 3 words do not do justice to these insane 4 years. They don't describe the late nights in the pre-clinic, drilling plastic tooth after plastic tooth as janitors swept the dust away from our feet. They don't describe the mind-numbing amount of physiology we learned for Dr. Stout. They don't describe the face-numbing pokes and prods of our classmates as we first gave each other anesthesia. They don't describe Dr. Fish's question with 1 word, cold, and somehow answer choices A through J. Describe the gut-sinking feeling of losing your 6-unit bridge and posting to Facebook in desperation to see if anyone found it. And they don't describe the heartbreak when Eden says, no money. Nor does it describe what it's like to be on the other end, for our friends and family. It doesn't describe the dinner plates left on the table growing colder by the minute as you're still in the clinic. It doesn't describe the unanswered texts and plans as you try to improve your hands. It doesn't describe how our fellow classmates and parents watch their children grow and wonder where did the time go. It doesn't describe the sacrifices we made. Everyone here has their own story of what they had to do to get through here. Whether they sacrificed time from their family, moved from another country, stopped responding to plans, or gave up their creativity, we all sacrificed to be at this stage. And you, our friends and family, have witnessed that. You have all supported us through some of the hardest 4 years of our lives, and I think all of our friends and family here deserve a round of applause. I would especially like to thank my own parents, Tom and Paula Vaccaro, for giving me the space to make my own mistakes. Thank you, and I love you for that. And thanks to my friends who took the time to be here for me today when I couldn't always be there for you these last 4 years. See, it is easy to isolate yourself in dental school and to become an island, and my speech today emphasizes the importance of building bridges. And who better to exemplify that than the recipient of our Excellence in Teaching Award, Dr. Lapine. To Dr. Donald Lapine, I am exceedingly proud to call you my mentor, my colleague, and most importantly, my friend. Your devotion to teaching was evident the moment you faithfully joined RSDM, the same time our class took our first steps into this school. Your journey into teaching ran parallel with our 4 years, and the love you have for your craft, your students, and your peers radiates with unwavering power. You have built a bridge for us to come into this profession with you. You have challenged us to push beyond our limits. You have encouraged us to be better, recognize our flaws, grow past our own preconceived barriers of our abilities, and truly feel comfortable wearing a white coat. Dr. Lapine, I could sing your praises for the entire night, but I think every moment of the last 4 years have been suffice to demonstrate to each and every one of my classmates that you are the most worthy person to win this award here. In my family, Dr. Lapine, we consider kindness strength, and you, sir, are one of the strongest faculty members and people I have met in my career here. My pleasure and honor to get my diploma, shake your hand, and say to you as my colleague and friend, thank you, Donnie, for everything you have done for us to make our future bright. And sorry, I know I cheated there and still technically have to call you Dr. Lapine. And of course, he shares the stage with our second hunter, Dr. Conti. Dr. Conti. A quick round of applause first and then we'll get to it. Dr. Conti, you have treated us with the utmost of respect since day 1. Even when you didn't know our names, you'd always call us Doc. But even in our short time in clinic, I think you've learned all of our names, some for better reasons than others. You have always been a voice of reason. When we were worried about the CDCA licensure exam, you put it simply, you're drilling 2 holes and filling them. Folks, it's not that hard. And you never made dental school hard. Any problems we had, you solved on the spot with practicality and purpose. You were integral to our licensure and should be the first to call us doctor. And to all of the faculty not hooding us, who held our hand as we shook with fear giving anesthesia, to those who helped us cut our first crown pep, to those who answered texts from me and Sam, both on and off hours, to those who helped us find CR, I think, to those that encouraged ADA, to those Closes at 5:30 p.m. and I have places to go. To those that QA'd all of our cases from an arm's length away and set a bridge for us to enter into dentistry with you. But I wouldn't be standing here without the help of our class. And over these 4 years, I've been blessed to have 4 incredible women standing side by side with me. And at my final speech, I would like to invite them up to the stage to stand side by side with me one last time. Please make your way to the stage. And I know some of you might be in the mix, so I see some of you rising. Thank you. As you're coming up here, I would like to speak. Let's see. For 4 years, I have never stood alone. From day one, we agreed there was no hierarchy, only different titles with separate roles. And while my role today is to give the speech, their hard work and dedication to this class has earned them our eternal respect, gratitude, and a place on this stage as well. To Samantha Ben Ezra, our Vice President, I speak for the class when I say I wish you were our Vice President all 4 years. Thank you for being my rock, my confidant, and my friend. Whenever I was busy traveling or dressing as a children's cartoon character, you were always there to pick up the slack. We all know it will be done. Sam, thank you for all the patients you screened and helped give us for the CDCA, for all the questions you've answered, for all the help you've given us while still being a student yourself. To Lauren Garcia, our esteemed secretary, you are the backbone of this class. Thank you for running our class website for 4 years and organizing spreadsheet after spreadsheet. No matter what the monumental organizational task was, you stepped up to the plate. You went above and beyond the duties of your position. Well, you did it. And I can tell you it was an exceeding pleasure for our entire class to have you as our secretary. I would say I'll miss you, but we'll be at the same residency in just a few weeks. To Jennifer Cantor, our treasurer, thank you for changing careers and helping these fledgling dentists handle their money to have an amazing senior roast. And to Jasmine Singson, our original social chair, you went beyond what people see. You organized an entire committee on your own to throw the most memorable gala we've had. In fact, folks, Jasmine was in talks with the NJPAC to bring fire breathers again tonight, but I was too worried Jasmine would outshine my speech. Even so, the achievements we celebrate tonight were possible because of so many more involved classmates. If you have served as a class rep who helped coordinate exams with instructors, compiled challenges, and aid me in writing each weekly update for these 4 years, please stand at this time. If you were a scribe, and yes, there are more than Kevin Chang, please rise. If you were an officer for any student organization, please rise. If you were a clinic rep and a proud member of the CDCA Illuminati who helped find patients for our entire class, compile a backup pool list, and run the front desk so our classmates knew they were in safe hands and treated their patients with confidence and steady hands, please rise. Each of our successes were built on the backs of the hard work we all did for one another. If we were all alone, none of us would be at this stage today. We stand together because we work together. Think about the bridges you've built in your life. The people here today, ready to share in celebration of your achievements. The mentors who taught you the skills to call yourself doctor. The classmates who you've learned to love over these years. We have sacrificed a lot to be here. But today, we rise with our triumphs. Like when you find Dr. Johansson at the perfect time to QA your case. Like when you insert respect as president these past 4 years. I knew nothing going into this, so thank you. Thank you to everyone who called me out on my mistakes. Thank you to everyone who gave me advice to improve. Thank you for making me the best version of me that I could be. Thank you to everyone who let me earn your trust, because trust is not given, it is earned. Thank you for allowing me to grow alongside all of you and for instilling in me such a deep-seated pride within me that I will carry forever. Remember these bridges you built. Remember them when we all go off in separate practices, separate careers, and separate lives. Remember them in the quiet moments when you let your mind wander. As we go off into the world, we may all feel as separate islands, the same way we felt as we took our first steps into RSDM. But we take our last steps onto stage and into our careers. Be confident that the bridges between us are always there. Class of 2019, we are done.
Great. guy who we cosplay with. That's who we dress up as characters.
Wonderful speech. Thank you, Tom. Terrific speech. And now I know, as I said to you